Ready, set, action. And welcome to Can We Talk. Oh, sorry, are we filming? No, okay. Hey, and welcome to Can We Talk. My name is Paula and I am the host. Every week I have a special guest who comes onto my show and talks about what they're trying to achieve in their career and what their journey is like. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my next guest, Rafael.
Thank you for having me.
No worries.
My name's Raf.
Yeah.
I'm a model / hand model. You probably see my hands in ads like for IKEA, Barclays. Let me just quickly show off. Adidas, Samsung, Just Eat, Virgin.
So I don't understand. Okay, before we go into it.
I also model normally, as you can see. But I've been doing a lot of acting recently, but without dialogue.
Okay, so are you gonna let me conduct this interview?
No, I'm trying to like.
I get it, but let me do the interview.
But I thought I had to introduce myself.
Okay.
You introduce
Okay, so.
You're the host. You have a guest. I'm the special guest. You have to like give me at least 1 minute to speak.
Okay. Okay, Rafael.
Thanks for having me.
Rafael. Every time I have a guest on my show, I ask them one question. What's the dream?
The dream?
So obviously you've mentioned you're a hand model, you've worked for Adidas, Sports Direct. So what's your dream, your goal? My
goal is to make as much money as I possibly can from my multiple sources of income. And then one day own a youth club.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that about you.
Make as much money as I can from that and have like at least like 10 youth clubs. And they have like competitions and stuff, and we have like therapists.
Are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry. Because I own the youth club, and I'm the owner. Like my dream is to just like put stuff that I think are important for like children, like have like things that improve their creativity, psychologists.
But you just mentioned you're a hand model, so you want nothing to do with being a hand model.
Like it's fun, it's easy money. I'm not gonna be a hand model forever, I'm assuming. And no one goes around like, yeah, I'm a hand model. Like, I appreciate it, but like...
So when you audition
I wanted
to be a hand model, how does it work?
So, because of COVID, I barely have castings now. But I've been to a few castings when it's like hand modelling. But now, like, the last maybe like 15 shoots that I've had, I haven't actually... They just send pictures from like past shoots or from whatever my agency.
The past shoots that you have been to, how do you audition to be a hand model?
So I'm chilling, living my life, then my agency's like, yo, do you want to do this casting or Kedri? Or like, if like I fit the criteria, because it's like a client might be approach my agency and be like, I'm looking for mid-20s African whatever guy, and then obviously my agency's gonna, give me because I fit like the attributes. But sometimes it's a lot broader, which means there's like a lot of people at the castings. Then you pull up and you just have to try and get the job.
But how? How do you do it with your hands? Like
with my hands?
Yeah.
So when I'm shooting for hands, it's like product. So like if you're shooting for this mug, it'll be like this. And people just want to see things that like look appealing. Like you don't want to see people that like have, I don't know, men with like tiny hands or like women. Like, do you get what I mean? Or like
no,
things.
I don't get what you mean.
When like if I showed you something now, you don't really pay attention to things like that. But when they're selling products, everything is like on point. Like the jewelry, the colors, everything has to be like the hands.
So do you need like long nail buds? Do you need long nails?
you tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I mean, I have long fingers and long nail beds, and they're kind of wide. Right now, my hands are kind of a mess, but salons have been closed in it. But when it's not, man's out there. But yeah, I guess I have nice hands for a guy.
Okay, so let me get this right. You are a model, but you're
actor sometimes.
/ actor. What have you acted in?
Well, okay, so I haven't actually done any work with dialogue. But that doesn't mean I'm not an actor, because the first film ever made, there was no dialogue. Doesn't have to have dialogue.
What was the film?
What I do is I convey emotion into a moving picture.
Okay,
without even having to say anything.
Okay,
I'm literally the best.
No. I'm not doubting that you're.
I'm not conscious. I'm
on
TV, you know.
Okay, so are you classing what you did with Squarespace? Okay, so actually...
Not just Squarespace.
Okay, so...
Like, for example, for instance, yeah, you know how I uploaded that one time, that picture on Instagram, and you're like, oh, you're doing that model, but that was like fashion, so I have to like be like bang, posy, and it's very like click, click, click.
Yeah.
When it's like moving pictures on, they have to like convey a message. Like I have to put on like, sometimes you see like my shoots where I'm just like confused or I'm pretending to lose a game or everything's very extreme.
Is that
like
not
lifestyles.
modelling though?
It is modelling for sure, but like I started off with just like stills, and then eventually carries on to like actually moving pictures. So like you actually have to like, you're not just modelling. Like I have to pretend that I'm upset of someone and then like change emotion and be like, so that we can you can like carry into a story or pretend that I'm tired. Like I had a workout one where I had to like pretend that I was tired halfway through and be like, but like I wasn't actually tired. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so if we circle back to the interview, I just want to know, what has it been like for you during COVID, trying to, especially during this time, because this is 2 years, almost 2 years of our lives that we're about to lose to COVID. So how has it been like chasing this dream of opening up your own youth club or getting castings? Like, how are you able to, like, what's keeping you going right now?
That's the thing, like, it's like baby steps. Like the youth is like the ultimate goal. I technically have no plan on how to do it, and I'll have to educate myself on it. But the point is like having really money is like the biggest thing. So like I feel like you need more money to have more freedom. So I'm just trying to get as much work as possible, because I don't just do shoots. Like I used to work in a restaurant, do shoots, and work at a school, and I still work at a school now. Pretty much full time whenever I don't have a shoot. So like I just have to like. Is that hard though? It's like that's the thing during COVID. So COVID started in March 2019, and then 2020. Oh yeah, 2020. So and then I had no shoots at all, and I was working at a school like consistently because I work with special educational need kids. Yeah. So my school, because they're vulnerable, I had to still go in, and then like life was pretty stagnant, even though I had to go to work. And then for some reason, since like from July until like now, I just had like bare shoots. I was like, sick. I'll take it.
But how are you doing it with the whole restriction?
You can still go to like, oh yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The first lockdown, there was no shoots because everything was locked off, and then they remember, like, you know how they used to like put things up, and then people started going to shoots, people started to go in here, and then they got more relaxed, because it can be safe. Like it's not like a major factor in infections, I don't think.
It feels like a lot of people have to do that right now.
Bare people do. Not me though.
Not just you, but so many people have to, like, at the moment, balance doing everything else with wanting to like be successful
and safe, bro. And safe. That's the thing. Like people are like, you're still going out to work, but like when I go to shoots, I don't even care anymore, because when I had to go to work in schools, and I had to go because I was like the kids are literally they need someone to look after them. Like they come from like care homes and stuff. So like I had to go to work. So I worked for like 5 months at the peak of COVID. So I was like, I probably caught this already, and I had to like work, and like them kids can swing, like they don't really respect social distancing. So, but I mean, I've dealt with the pandemic pretty well. I live with my family, so I see them all the time.
So how are you coping with obviously working at a school and going to shoots and then coming home with your family? Because obviously, if you catch something, you might give it to them. Are you not afraid of that, or?
I mean, ideally, I would love to not catch anything and not give it to my family, but it's a risk, like, that I take from going to work. It's like an unspoken rule. My dad goes to work every day. My sister goes to work. I go to work. Okay. So, like, we have to go to work. If not, we're not going to get paid. Like, yeah. We're, like, this self-employment grant is not really that great. So you just have to go.
It just feels like you have to do what you have to do to get by.
It's pretty sad, but like we move with masks on and carefully, and like I get it. Like when I work in the school, I get it. Like throughout the whole time, I feel like I've been desensitized, like from the beginning, because I had to go into like
a lot has changed. Like during this time, school, a year is a long time in lockdown.
Yeah, for sure. So, but I mean, I broke the rules a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, I don't want to go into that. But do you think? Okay, so at the end of your career, right, is your goal to become famous?
That's the thing, yeah. What is the end like? There's never an end like.
Okay, right. Not at the end of your career. Okay, fine. Not at the end. In the middle. In the peak of your career. Is your, for example, once you have all your youth centres, do you want to be recognised for it? Like, what's the motivation behind it?
Behind, like, it's just for the children. It'll be sick. I feel like if being known for it will bring more awareness and more like, I don't know, money or whatever into it, funding into it, then it would be a good thing. But if
So you have no desire to ever like be famous or anything like that?
Like I don't have a desire to be famous for no reason. Like I don't want to just be famous.
But you want to be famous?
Like if I'm famous and it's bringing me other things that like I would take in with fame.
Do you want to be famous?
I don't want, like it depends, bro. Jack the Ripper was famous, bro. I don't want to be a fucking serial killer on the news like you're famous. Or like someone that's like pointless. Or like someone that's chasing clout. Like if I'm going to be famous.
Okay, so my question is, are you living life to just enjoy life, right? Or...
sometimes.
Wait.
Sometimes.
Or are you waiting to make something out of your career, right? Be recognized before you feel happy and content with life. Because a lot of people are chasing their dream, right? And they're not considering the journey or anything like that. And whether their dream is to be like an event organizer or, I don't know, to be famous, to be an influencer.
Why did you say to be famous and point at me?
But what I'm asking you is,
listen,
in terms of your career and how you want to find happiness in life, are you enjoying the journey and hoping for the best at the end?
Some days
or
some days
are
I'm not.
you chasing to be well known for your craft?
So,
obviously you're on
I'm
your
26.
Squarespace advert, so like let's talk about it. Do you know what I mean? You're getting some exposure. Let's talk
obviously,
about it.
you know, I just did a little global advert and Squarespace, nothing big.
I
did a global advert with someone else the month after, and they actually paid me more than Squarespace.
Really? I mean,
and it's like the most random client. So it's not really like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't want to be like you're on Squarespace, sick, bro. But like I want to like if I'm gonna do that, I want to be like important. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to be like I want to be in an actual film or something.
So again, my question comes back to it. Do you want to be famous? Yes or no? Regardless of what you're famous for, is that something you're chasing?
I don't want to be famous. Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that if you have a certain job or a certain career, you're going to be famous regardless, yeah? So I'll take the fame as long as it comes with other benefits like freedom and money and, I don't know, probably discounts and people just give you free stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, because who doesn't love a discount?
Exactly, and rich people get stuff for free all the time. So I'll take that for like
So
for
that's
fame.
what is your goal to be rich then?
My goal is to be rich for sure. For sure, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're asking me rich or famous, rich and not famous at all. Or if it's just rich and famous together, then I'll be rich. But only because I know some people are like, money doesn't buy happiness, and I understand it's not everything. For me personally,
I'm not gonna lie.
It buys me freedom.
It buys me.
I wouldn't spend a lot of money on like a lot of things. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it would just, that's what I'm saying. Like I would be able to spend money helping people, and I feel like that would give me purpose. And I'd be like, I'm calm. I'm doing this life thing. All right.
Okay, so thank you for mentioning purpose. I want to ask you then, with the modelling that you do, and so you model and you model and you model. Do you think you found your purpose in life?
No. So with the modelling, I started off as like an extra job. I used to get like my first job I was at 17.
Because you didn't even like to identify as a model in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I'm just, you know, it's at that time it's because I didn't do it as much. Like I like if I had like 3 shoots a month, I can't really be like, oh, I'm a model, because I'm not. Like I'm just like occasionally modelling or whatever. But then as it picked up, like the jobs got bigger, they got more frequent, and.
Sorry, I just realised these are really heavy questions I'm asking you. But
cool.
the thing
It's
is,
cool.
can be taught.
In terms of purpose though, I'm reading a book about I'm reading a book about
You can swear.
You can swear?
Yeah, you're an adult.
Oh shit! I'm joking. I'm reading a book on enjoying like the now and like the concept of joy and stuff. I feel like I'm constantly trying to like chase my purpose all the time. And like I want it just right now. I'm always like that. Like I want to go in the gym and have 6 packs like the day after, or like, do you know what I mean? I understand that I need to pace myself. I understand the journey and stuff.
But I
want it right. So what I'm doing with the modelling is basically just trying to get as much money and recognition as possible, so that I can be free to like do whatever. But don't get me wrong. If I became like a famous actor or like a model one day, and it was paying me well enough, the youth clubs are gonna have to take.
No, the youth clubs can happen though.
They're gonna happen, of course. In due time, I would have to.
Fucking kids.
Not fucking kids, bro. You know he's never fucked.
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're No, because you're saying,
No, but
fuck the kids.
no, but like,
If we ever
obviously,
make it.
it depends. If I'm making it out the hood bare quick, yeah. What are you gonna do? You're gonna bring your boys in. Boy, I even played the lottery yesterday. But now, other than that, like, I don't want to like equate purpose with money in general. But for me personally, like I said, it buys me freedom to like do what I want to. Like, I can't like be happy just having like a normal job and be like, oh, I'm gonna live the rest of my life like that, because my kids are gonna be like, oh, like they're probably gonna want like a massive. I want to give like my kids like a tree house or some shit, like they like just be able to take them on like holiday and blah blah.
So it sounds like to me,
that I need to be.
You've got your dream.
Yeah.
And you know what you want in life. You know what you want to achieve, and you are kind of you're working towards it despite the restrictions with COVID and everything happening. Yeah. Excuse me. So, yeah, it sounds like to me that you're just enjoying the journey.
Yeah, and that's another thing, yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah. So in terms of like the
You're
journey,
not focused on the outcome.
I'm not focused on the outcome as much, because like before I used to just have like one narrow mind, I'm gonna have to be this. But like I had like 4 jobs, like I told you, at the same time before. So then I just need to manage my time properly and learn the right things. And it's really just all in my head. I know that I can do it if I really focus. So I probably just need to like work on discipline.
Yeah. But you've got this. I mean, Squarespace is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. You did Fit.
I did Fit.
That's a big deal.
I did Barclays.
You did Barclays?
Virgin Media.
You did Virgin Media?
JD.
You did JD.
IKEA.
Okay, we get it.
Versace.
Okay, you did Versace?
Yeah, but for hands.
Wow, it is a big deal. I really didn't know hand modelling was a big deal like this, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
So what, you need to get like pedicures and manicures and everything?
Yeah. Well, pedis for feet.
Yeah, because I saw your feet in Squarespace.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
And in, I don't know, another shoot. No, but yeah, you have to get manicures all the time.
All in all, it sounds like you're really just enjoying the journey, which is the right way to go about things. I guess my question is there anyone in the industry that you look up to? Model, actor, someone you think, oh, I'd love to be in that position one day? Or is it one of those ones where you're just like, you know what, if it happens, it happens, but I'm going to be authentic to myself. I'm not going to copy anyone else.
I would love to work, with Daniel Kaluuya. But even just like, if I'm like an extra in a film that he's at and we just buck out like lunchtime in the cafeteria, and I just have to be like, my G, I love you, Bez.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But like, I just think he's like a wavy guy.
Do you look up to him or?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
So
is that something you want to do then? That's the type of acting you want to go into, or is just as a person or his work ethic? Because obviously you're an actor in terms of moving motion pictures. So no, I'm not.
Don't do this. Let me tell you why you can't do this shit.
I'm not making fun of you.
I don't have to get paid to be an actor.
Okay, I'm not making fun of you.
It's gotten me out of trouble several times.
Okay,
my acting skills are.
Okay, I'm not making fun of you.
Don't do that.
I'm not. Of course you're an actor. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just saying. Obviously, Daniel Kaluuya, he's talking.
He's an actor. I hear
it. Yeah, he's talking in.
Bro, I'm not comparing.
We're not talking in your acting.
Maybe one day. You know what I'm saying? I'm taller than him. I'm meant to head in the right way, bro. I just feel like I could do it.
You could do it. No, I believe you.
Oh yeah?
I honestly believe you. So from here on out, are you going to be going into castings for acting?
That's the thing. So that's the thing. I don't even push myself. Like I'm just chilling and I just wait for my agency to
Because you make skits.
Occasionally, sometimes.
No,
that's the thing.
you make it
I make them in like 2 days, not 2 days, in like 3 hours. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I'll be in my bed and I'll be like, oh, this will be funny. Let me get up and film it and then put it out. And
so why not actually go into acting then? Or is that just
because I would have to do it?
It's just a hobby.
I just told you I have problems with discipline and consistency.
All right. Well, thank you for telling me that. I hope one day that you get to have a bit of exposure with Daniel Kaluuya.
I will.
You will. Exactly, you will.
I will. I will. Speaking into existence.
Amen. So, how's life for you?
In general, life's good. Got family around me, friends, good people. Like today, I'm actually in a good mood, so I'm like being very grateful. Sometimes it's very shit, you know. You get those low days and shit, but it gets like that.
Easy.
It gets like that. But I mean, life's good, man. I can't complain.
Okay.
Life's
well,
good.
I think we can just wrap it up right here.
Right here.
And I want to thank you so much for coming and
thanks for having me.
It's been.
Can we just look at the camera and say I'm an actor?
Rafael is an actor.
Thank you.
That doesn't speak. No, he's an actor. I'm sorry.
I wrote all the text that she needed to get this right. Wrote all that back about that this week.
No, he's an actor. Anyway, guys, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for watching this interview.
It was a pleasure. Do you have any more questions?
The camera's on me, you know.
Oh.
So thank you so much for watching this interview.
My bad.
And I really hope you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, as YouTubers say. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode.